popping. Let's go. Make sure. Beginning. And we're live. We're up.
Kickbackers!
Every time he does that, y'all, I'm so scared he's going to overload the whole fucking system. He never does. That's just my brilliant engineering. But yeah. What's up, y'all? It's a pod named Kickback. You say it all together. It's like a Tribe Called Quest.
Welcome to a pod named Kickback, also known as the Black CNN, and the revolution will be televised. I'm no breaks new, the righteous ratchet. If you throw it, I catch it. If you got it, I'll match it. Every Monday, we right back at it. I feel fantastic. You hear me?
What's up, y'all? It's JB Frank. I'm that gangsta geek representing NWA. Nerds with Attitude. Happy Shmonday!
Shmonday!
Yeah.
Ready to go. Hey, family. And JB.
Oh, man. Come on, Pat. Come on, baby. Don't be like that.
If you're watching this live, then you're in the Facebook comments and you're seeing it. If you're watching it on YouTube, shout out to you for getting up Monday morning, hitting play. If you're listening to us on Spotify, Apple, Google Play, Christian Mingle, MySpace, Mahente.com, Blacks Against Trump, any of those platforms.
Blacks Against Trump, for sure. Yeah, if there ain't a group like that, we got to make one.
Right.
All about that. Yeah.
We got I've noticed we have a new spike in our listenership in a particular region, JB.
Where is this?
So, our biggest audience is in the United States, of
course.
Our second largest audience has been France. And we're getting plays everywhere, but it hasn't cracked into a legitimate percentage. But we now have a couple percentage points, 2% of our listenership, which is now coming from Germany.
Excellent. Hello, willkommen, my German friends.
Häagen-Dazs.
That's actually Swedish.
Oh.
But,
9mm Ruger.
Oh, well, yeah, there you go.
German Shepherd.
Yeah, there you go. That's German too. But willkommen, my German listeners. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for checking us out. Yeah, that willkommen means welcome.
Hello. Yeah, welcome. Willkommen.
Yo, man, all weekend we were playing football with the kids outside, man. And I am like, the age is more than just a number. Let me just put it that way, y'all. Them little ass kids had us out there chasing them around in the field and in the sun, and yeah, it was a good workout. But it was a workout. Like,
hell yeah! If you follow us on Facebook or Instagram, I posted a couple of videos of us out there with the kids. JB's two kids, which are my godchildren. Eric Gilman, that's always on the show. He had his son out there. And shout out to Drea, had her son out there. So it was the old men with the young boys. It was just, and one night your daughter Ari came out and ran with us yesterday. So it was crazy. It was a lot of fun. And y'all know I broke my ankle earlier this year, so I'm still learning to get mobile, learning to run. He was laughing at me.
He was out there doing it though. Yesterday he had a run for a touchdown, and it was the funniest thing. Yo, watching this old ass man limp and shuffle his way to the end zone. He cut back. It was great. It was hilarious. That was the video we should have gotten.
Yeah.
That was dope.
But shout out to the Georgia weather. It was pretty good weather. It was hot as hell.
It's gorgeous.
But we was out there with the kids. Great time. Get your kids out the house and get them off them game systems.
Right.
Do it whether it's September 1st, September 22nd,
or
September 21st.
I was just
Do you remember?
The 21st night of September. Love was changing the mind of pretty. Yeah, like I said, the words. Well, yeah, I had to sing it on stage once, and I tell you, you talk about a difficult song to learn, man. Like some of the stuff they be saying, because like we were talking about before, like it's all like deep kind of Eastern poetry.
Yeah, so, let's let them know who we're talking about. We're talking about Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Indeed.
Soul group from the, I believe, 60s and 70s.
Correct.
And they have a song called September 21st. And there's an article because, you know, the other day yesterday was the 21st. And they did an article about how they came up with the title and what it meant. Now, Earth, Wind & Fire is known for a lot of their Eastern philosophies.
Right.
If you look at any of the album covers, especially some of their greatest hits covers, you'll see ancient Egyptian
symbology.
Symbology all over the covers. And it's actually in their music.
Yes, it is.
And in the article, September, they brought in a co-writer to write the song.
Right.
And they had to read some books to kind of get into their philosophy range. And if you've been watching the show, the podcast, since you were an internet radio show,
right.
You know that one of my favorite books is The Greatest Salesman in the World by Og Mandino. And they had her go read that book first.
Yes, they did.
Before they allowed her to write on the song. And that book is all about being a great salesman, but it's really about the spiritual aspect of something.
Right.
You know, people don't care what you know until they know that you care.
Right.
Greeting people with love, you know, providing solutions, always doing your best. It is a great, great book. It's a great story, but at the end of the story, it has 10 scrolls that are to guide you through life.
Right.
And I know that she pulled from those scrolls for this song, but the actual date, September 21st, doesn't mean anything.
Right.
It's just, or didn't mean anything.
No.
It just flowed properly.
Exactly.
But now, they're saying that, like, it's holidays, like September 21st marks the beginning and ending of several different things, and in some cases, even the summer ending in fall.
Yeah, well, you know, it's always been that, you know, September 21st was always the official start of autumn, you know, in terms of the calendar year. But I think you have to also look at the impact that this song has had on the importance of the day, because you're talking about one of the all-time greatest party, family reunion, cookout, you know, whatever kind of song, you know, whatever category you want to put it in. This song has always just brought an immense amount of joy to the people who were listening to it and enjoying it. And part of what I read, they didn't explicitly say this, but you even kind of feel it in the song. That Eastern sort of philosophy of wellness and purpose and, you know, just positivity and energy is something that carries in the song. You know, do you remember the 21st night of September? Love was changing the mind of pretenders while chasing the clouds away. Our hearts were ringing in the keys that our souls were singing. Only blue talking love, remember? You know, it's just like really, really powerful poetic lyrics, and Earth, Wind & Fire was known for that.
That probably don't sound nothing like the song.
Nah.
But to me, that sounded like it could have been something. Never mind.
I thought you were switching to another song. I was like, I don't know where my co-host is going with this. He's going to Fantasia. That's where he's going. He's off.
If you don't let me, then don't talk to me. So my left stroke just went viral. Hey. Our viral story of the week is JB's junior high school sweetheart Fantasia actually remarried, because they got married in high school in divorce. Yeah, she remarried, and she went on the Breakfast Club to talk about, you know, her career, her life, and everything. Right. And she happened to mention that women need to submit to their men. Right. And that's why women are running around, he can't get a man. You know, she said, you know, it's all about teamwork, but understand the woman is the neck and the man is the head. Right. And the head can't move without the neck. However, the head is still the head. I thought it was very brilliantly said, and I agree. But, you know, the women was like, no, we're not submitting. We don't submit to men, and men, you got to be a certain man to get us to submit, and we're not submitting to anybody. And I'll just add before we get into Fantasia was saying, all women don't deserve a man that is good enough for them to submit to. That may fuck you up to hear that, but just because you want a good man that you're ready to submit to, don't mean you're a good woman that he wants. So the kind of man you might say, well, I will submit to this kind of man, but not you. Well, that kind of man probably doesn't even want you. So it cuts both ways.
Absolutely true.
And I'm going to what her husband was saying. We do, as men, we do have to be leaders. We do have to be providers. We do have to be spiritual counselors. We do have to be partners. We do have to be willing to lead and able to lead and capable of leading. And once we are those things, then a woman should have no issue with submitting.
Exactly right.
And submitting doesn't mean do what the fuck I say. Submitting means I will cede to you, I will counsel you, but I will listen to your final decision. Unless I think you're absolutely wrong and it's gonna fuck us up, then I'll speak up. And that's what I want for my woman. But I do want my woman, as a general rule, if there's something that I'm leading in and I'm good at that, then I expect her to follow me.
Yeah.
Like if we're talking about budgeting money, I might say my wife is better at that. So I'm gonna follow her lead. I'm gonna submit to her when it comes to that. But I think the overall, it has to be a balance, but the man is the head. You know, as a 5%, we teach that the black man is symbolic to the sun and the black woman is symbolic to the moon. That the moon reflects our light. And that's how I feel. So I do feel I have to shine my light on a woman, my light, my knowledge, my strength, my understanding, my wisdom onto her, and have her reflect that back to me and out to the world. I do believe that. And I do believe that a woman should submit to her man. And if he's not good enough for you to submit to, he's probably not good enough for you to be with. What you think, JB?
I couldn't agree more, New. One of the other things that Fantasia's husband said that struck me very, very importantly was that in the process of developing a partnership and a relationship, as a man, you know, having your woman submit to you doesn't mean a lack of submission on your part on certain things. In fact, one of the things that he said is that submission goes both ways in a lot of places and in a lot of circumstances, because it's important to understand your partner's perspective and what your partner is bringing to the table, you know. So even though you are the head of the household, even though you are the one in the ultimate leadership position, you have to acknowledge the relative power and importance of your partner's emotions, your partner's feelings, and your partner's considerations. Because in that way, by properly considering her thoughts, her feelings, her concerns before making a decision, then you even more so earn the right to be in that position to make that decision.
She'll trust you
to
make the decision that's best for both of you.
Right.
And not just being short-sighted as to yourself.
Exactly.
And a lot of times I do that. Even if I make a decision with the show, I think, you know, if I don't actually ask you, I'll think, what would JB think about this? And that goes into how I make my decisions, even with the show, and especially my decisions in relationships.
Yeah.
A couple quick comments. Christian said at the end of the day, that's just good leadership, no matter the context. Me say, you know, she wouldn't overstep her man if she knew he had her best interest at heart.
Right.
And I think that's where some men, because every man doesn't deserve to be followed, and we're not going to play dumb like they do, and every woman doesn't deserve a man that she would want to follow. Let's not be dumb and play like they do.
Yeah.
But as a man, speaking to men, you do have to put yourself in a particular position.
Yes.
I don't think you have to be rich, but you have to be ambitious, you have to be hardworking, you have to be making progress, not just treading water, and, you know, you have to be doing things.
Yeah.
You have to be able to look at things in a micro and macro perspective.
Yeah.
You have to understand your partner, so that when you are making these decisions, if you're at a point where you're not speaking to her about it and it's a quick decision, you still take her best interest at heart, like JB said, like me said. And when you do that, I think she'll trust you enough to allow you to make those decisions. I was watching The Real, which is the little, it's like The View, but the young women of color. Tia Mowry, the twin Tamara Mowry, Jeannie Mai, the young lady that's dating Jeezy, Adrienne Bailon, who was in 3LW, and a comedian, Lonnie.
Right.
And Tamara said on the show, you know, and I thought it was funny, but I thought it was true. She was like, I let my man lead. And she was like, that's the key. I let him lead. I'm not following him. I'm not blind. I'm not a slave. I'm not his pushover. I let him lead. And at first I was like, you let him? But I was like, no, yeah, she's right. She lets him.
Yeah.
Because she trusts him.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm riding with it.
Yeah.
I'm riding with it.
No question about that. No question about that. I mean, just a great positive message coming from, in my opinion, a really, really positive, and you know, I'll dare say it, you know, they're going to be a powerful couple if they continue their relationship in that vein. with that level of, frankly, submission and communication, like they're going to do great things. You know, one of the things about being a leader is part of the way you earn leadership is by making sure there's a direction to which you are moving toward. So that comes with leadership as well. If there is no direction, then you can't be a leader, right? Because you're not going anywhere.
And apparently it's Tamara. I've been messing her name up, and they're about to beat me up in the mentions. I keep saying her name wrong. Tamara Mowry, who admitted she does smoke. No, you smoke? Okay, Tamara, you are married. I might marry you tomorrow.
This guy.
If Ashanti's watching, I'm just playing, just jokes.
Whatever.
Just jokes.
Whatever.
Ain't like we gonna be having loud sex.
Oh, Lord.
Segway!
Yeah, that was a good one. Hey! Yo! And what the fuck story of the day, y'all. This one is crazy. So, there's a hotel. I think it was like, you know, one of them kind of regular joints, like a Best Western or whatever. And the security guy downstairs is getting calls, complaints about loud noises coming from upstairs. So he calls the police. The police go upstairs and check on the room, and it turns out that 2 women in there were having loud sex, and that's the noise that everybody heard. People thought that it was a fight going on in the room. I'm like, what the hell were they doing? They thought it was a fight.
She might have had a little strap. I don't know what they was doing.
Oh, Lord, yeah. Somebody was getting thrown around the room in that jump.
Yeah, well, see, that's how I like it, so yeah, I'm not mad at you.
I ain't mad at all.
I ain't mad at that.
Yeah, I'm actually mad at the police and everybody else.
Security guard for breaking it
up.
Let them enjoy their night.
Exactly.
They might not even got the orgasm. That's that bullshit.
Yeah.
And then when they were leaving, one of the young ladies got into an argument with one of the security guards, wound up pulling out a gun. I'm like, my God, man.
Ultimately, a shot was fired there. It's unclear whether the gun fell out of her bag or she actually took out the gun. And I'm just like, Jesus, like, what? You talking about?
She didn't get her nut. She was mad.
I was about to say,
you know when we get angry? Imagine how they get their nut. Ladies, am I right?
Young. You talk about an evening going left. Like, things started out so well. You fucking, not only are you fucking, you
rocking the building.
You rocking it out. And then the police and the gun and Lord. Oh man.
Cookie said she works at the hotel and you have to be careful with that shit. You know, they handled it all wrong. They did handle it wrong. And I guess you're loud, young, and you can't really take to the hotel, I guess. It depends. I don't know, you know. I know they shoot a lot of porns in hotels.
Yeah, I'm actually very, 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 very surprised by this. That's the part that I don't understand, because I always thought that the hotel was the place where you did take the ratchet drunk to do the wild shit, you know, because you don't want to really fuck up your home.
They're role playing or something. What the fuck was they doing? It's so loud.
Yeah.
People started calling thinking it was a fight.
Yeah, I mean,
see, listen to the language, like what they're saying. They be like, boom, boom, take this bitch, boom, boom, that's my pussy. You be like, oh, they fucking.
Right.
What were they saying?
Yeah.
But then one of them had a gun, like, bitch, I'm gonna shoot you.
Maybe it was some really rough sex. Maybe they were doing some of that 4 rooms bullshit. Remember that scene in the four rooms where the husband and the wife and they're role playing and she's tied up and he's.
I don't think I've seen the 4 rooms.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, 4 rooms is on Netflix.
It's recent. It's new.
No, it's an old Tarantino film. But it's got Tim Roth, you know, the little skinny white British dude. Yeah, it's got Tarantino in it, obviously, Bruce Willis, Madonna, Ione Skye.
Oh shit.
Like 2 or 3 other famous people from the time. I think Alanis Morissette might be in it.
4 rooms. Oh,
yeah, you gotta check that out. Yeah, I'm almost certain you've seen it because it's a classic. It is a total classic. But anyway, that scene literally played out in the 4 rooms where the busboy comes up and he walks in the door and the dude is standing there in his drawers and the woman is tied up and he's got a .357 Magnum pointed at her. And he's like, ah! And they're like, oh, no, we're just kidding. It's just a joke. And he's like, Alright, well, that's cool. Leave you to your business. But anyway, I digress.
Damn. How you know? Me talking about only Motel 6 or Red Roof Inn for the ratchet sex. And then Chris said somebody called the desk and said it sounds like somebody's hurting a cat.
Damn.
Yeah, we all need to watch 4 Rooms. Now, I will say this. I used to have a cat by my dumpster. And when cats have sex, they sound like babies crying or babies dying.
It's horrible. It is a
crazy
horrible
shit.
That's what that shit sound like outside. It's crazy. First time I ever heard that shit in my life, I thought somebody was dying out there.
I thought somebody put a baby in a dumpster. This is like after Brenda Got Baby came out.
Right.
I was looking for that shit. You know, oh shit, they put babies in dumpsters. And I heard that shit. I went to the dumpster, and to my surprise, it was 2 pussies.
I bet the one motherfucker was like, nigga.
And yeah. Speaking of 2 pussies.
Speaking of 2 pussies, another segue.
JB's protege Dave East.
Oh Lord, this
was in Vegas and decided to take 2 women back to his room for a threesome. Things were going good. You know, I know ladies think Dave East is a sex symbol, and he's playing Method Man on the new Hulu show. Everybody loves him. He had 2 women. One of the women wasn't getting the attention she felt she deserved. Fellas, pay attention to that and make sure one of the women is your girl. She gets 70% of the attention.
Absolutely.
Like, make sure of that. And if, you know, anybody else, you want to balance it out. But one of the young ladies felt like she wasn't getting enough attention. And she threw a hissy fit, started throwing shit and champagne bottles and chandeliers and locked herself in the bathroom. And it was a mess. Because one account is Dave East and one young lady were trying to get the girl off of him, trying to fight him. Yep. They wound up beating her up, and a champagne bottle was thrown. The other story is Dave East just started punching her for no reason. I'm just gonna say this: I don't see Dave East in the middle of a threesome punching bitches.
I really don't see that either. I don't see the call for that. What it sounds like to me is it sounds like Dave East and the other chick were with it, and this other chick had something else on her mind in terms of what was supposed to happen. Yeah. And whatever that was didn't happen, and it sounds like she perked the fuck out to me. Like, reading the article, they talk about her throwing bottles of champagne, one of them striking Dave East in the head, another one hitting him, another one shattering against the wall, and there's broken glass everywhere.
Broken glass everywhere. Some but just don't care. It's Mason Puff Daddy.
Yeah. So it was just some crazy wild shit. Furthermore, if you look down at the bottom of the article, they talk about the fact that when this girl was finally escorted off the premises, they caught her with Davey's cell phone and shit in her bag.
Wow.
So, you know, you got to be careful out there, fellas. Like, that dream night might not be what everybody has in mind. Their idea of a dream might be, you know, you laying there knocked out with all your shit gone.
Yeah.
You know,
Cardi B says she used to do that. So
especially in Vegas, man, they will rob you.
I ain't snitching on Cardi. She admitted that herself.
Absolutely true.
But a nigga who is snitching.
There's another segue. You on a roll.
I'm on, boy.
He is on fire.
I'm like Dak Prescott and the Cowboys right now.
Oh Lord, here we go.
How about them Cowboys? We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, please. At the end of the show, we'll scrape off a little bit of, you know, we'll give them 20 seconds on the
Cowboys. Talk about how we're undefeated and how great we look. Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll give them 20 seconds at the end of the show. That's why we're trying to squeeze it in now.
Donald Trump, shut up, stupid
and this is a big one, y'all.
Goes to JB's nephew, Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Shit.
Unless you've been living under a rock, you know that he went to trial this past week, and he's snitching, he's telling, he's dropping dimes, he's informing, he's communicating the uncommunicatable. Yeah. He doesn't do murder, he does no murder. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
It's the worst case of snitching I've seen, heard, smelled in a long
Sammy
time.
the Bull all over again.
Yeah, this is bad. Like, he is running his mouth so much now like there's starting to be little lies sprinkled out there on the internet about what he said and what he didn't say, because apparently he's just telling on everybody, you know.
Yeah.
So and so was the blood, so and so was here, so and so was there. You know, it's like, God damn.
If you make those agreements, you know, that you're signing your life over.
Right.
You got to tell them whatever they want to know.
Exactly.
Which is why if you can't do the time, don't do the crime. And just for the record, like, I ain't no street nigga, but I'll put it to you like this. I ain't a snitch neither.
Yeah.
And it's like, when you look at the situation, it's like, if I'm doing crime, I'm doing dirt with JB, and we out here getting it in, and we both get caught, and I tell on him to keep myself from going to jail, that's snitching no matter what it is.
Yep.
That's not like, oh, you know, somebody shot a 3-year-old baby and we told on them. Like, I don't even look at that as snitching. Like, that's just, you know, when you're doing dirt together,
exactly,
and you both get caught, and you get caught on.
I ain't saying shit. I'm doing my time because I did what I did. Don't fucking talk to me about what somebody else did. I'm the one sitting here in this room. Why the fuck are we talking about somebody else? You either talking to me about me or we not talking. Like, that's just what it is. Like, you got me. So whatever you want to know about what I was doing, we gonna talk about that with my lawyer present, of course. But aside from that, fuck out my face, young. Moment, because I hate that shit, dude. I have seen that shit happen personally to people I know, where the police hem them up and then try and trap them into snitching on other motherfuckers that they really want. I hate that shit. But at the same time, I also hate what Tekashi is doing right now. It's just, it's just bad.
Nipsey said it best. Why y'all surprised Tekashi snitching? And I think that it ain't about and me just echoed that. I don't think anybody's surprised Tekashi snitching. I didn't even listen to his music. He was just like a little fuckboy to me, like just a little nigga being loud and disrespectful and talking to niggas that I know he ain't really got no problem with. Going at Jay Prince, going at, like, he was just reckless. And when you're that reckless, it's either you had the biggest gang in the world behind you, which he didn't have, or
you just don't
you just
mouth shut.
Like pussy's always that loud. You know what I'm saying? They're always the loudest motherfucker, always talking the most shit, and they ain't never backing up. Name one fight Tekashi was in. Name one instance through all his whole career with all that drama that he was directly in on. This nigga was telling his boys, paying his boys to do hits. And now he's snitching on his boys that were going out busting their gun for him.
Yeah.
He going, I want this nigga shot. Hey, JB, go shoot this nigga for me. JB go shoot at him, maybe not even hit him, and then I go to court and press charges against JB. When I'm the one that orchestrated it.
Awful.
I'm the one that set it up.
Awful.
Like, he's doing crazy shit.
Yeah.
I don't even want to waste all of the time on this fucking.
Yeah, that's that fake nigga shit. Shut the fuck up. Shut up, stupid award is yours this week. In addition, we gotta also give it to AB new behind just him.
Well, yeah. So officially, Tekashi 6ix9ine, you get the Donald Trump shut up stupid.
Yeah,
award.
shut the fuck up.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's get that out the way. Yeah. Now on to our other Orange 45, our other Donald Trump shut up stupid award winner this week, Antonio Brown, AB. For those of you who have been living under a rock, he recently talked shit, acted an ass in with the Raiders. So the Raiders.
No, let's take it back.
Okay.
He acted an ass with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wound up getting traded.
Yeah.
Got to the Raiders
and acted an ass.
Got the big contract, $30 million.
Right.
And then started acting an ass.
Yes.
Called the GM a cracker.
Yes.
Tried to fight him on the football field.
Yep.
Get frostbite on his. He got frostbite on his feet going to the nitrogen chamber without shoes and socks on. Late to practice. Wound up getting cut by them, voiding their $30 million contract. An hour later, gets picked up by the New England Patriots, Super Bowl favorites, going to the best team in the league. Yep. And 2 sexual assault allegations come out, which is bad, but it happens. Happened to Ben Roethlisberger, happened to a lot of people. It happens. We don't know if it's true. We'll find out. Right. But this idiot decides to threaten the girl in a group chat text message with his friends. Just like I got a group chat with JB, Meek, and Kristen. And then I add the girl that accused me of rape in a group chat. And I drop hints, thinly veiled hints, that she better not say nothing or else. And I text this to her. Yeah. So it's documented. She has text messages.
Texts and pictures of her family and shit. Like, it's bad. You're right. It's really bad. And what he doesn't realize is that could be construed as a federal offense. Now he's obstructing justice. Now he's tampering with a witness. It's really, really bad. And the patriots behind this are like, no, we're good.
We're going to let that go. We're going to let that go.
Yeah, they better let it go. Let it go.
It's like another little TKO.
He goddamn right. This nigga, like, fuck is wrong with him, man? So anyway, AB, like, I don't know. He might need help, young. He might.
I've been
need to
saying
talk to
that.
somebody. You have been saying that.
And this motherfucker now sent out a tweet today saying, I'm not playing in the NFL no more because these owners void your contract whenever they feel like it. And I hope the NFL Players Association looks at this, but I'm not playing no more. Nigga, I knew he wasn't playing no more. You ain't gotta tell me. Ain't nobody gonna pick you up. You a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
You're a self-sabotager. You're all about self. You been doing stupid shit in Pittsburgh. They finally got rid of your dumbass. You go to the Raiders for a new start. You fucked that up.
Right.
You get to go to the best team in NFL history.
Yep.
And you fucked that up.
And all of this bullshit is going down, and then you start doing all of this fucking stupid.
Now you might go to jail.
This self-incriminating shit. If you wasn't going to jail before, you just raised your probabilities for the big house exponentially with these stupid ass, threatening ass texts. I don't know.
$40 million in 2 weeks.
Gone.
In less than 2 weeks.
Gone.
This nigga lost. Hold up. I want y'all to, like, everybody listen to me.
Yeah.
Don't listen. Don't just, like, hear me. Listen.
Yeah.
He cost himself $40 million over the course of 12 days. That is why he's getting the Donald Trump Shut Up Stupid Award.
Yeah.
It's not that I believe the white owners and I'm all about supporting white players but not black players and all that dumb shit. It is because this idiot cost himself $40 million in 12 days.
Yeah, this is like the very picture, the very image of self-destructive stupidity. You know what I'm saying? Because he has done all of these things to precipitate these actions. He can't cry victim under any circumstances by any stretch of the imagination.
Well, he's doing it.
Of course he is.
We ain't buying it.
Why would we? Because, you know, actions speak louder than words, and his actions are just all over the place right now. So, ain't nobody interested in what the fuck he got to say about whatever somebody did to him. what are we
Because they
talking
didn't
about?
really do nothing to him.
Right.
You crossed the line
Right.
and they fired you.
Right.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
And AB, we don't feel sorry for you, so you get the Donald Trump Shut Up Stupid Award
There
too.
it is.
So
There
shut
it
up,
is.
stupid.
There it is.
And this
There it
fucking
is.
designer,
Oh,
the clothing line designer, decided to thought it was a good idea to get sweatshirts, hoodies with Sandy Hook and
Columbine and
and
Virginia Tech and basically all of the schools that have been
Mass
shot up with mass shootings.
And not only did he, and I would be fine because we're showing love to those schools.
Right.
We're making sure we never forget.
Right.
That would be fine. But this asshole put bullet holes throughout all the clothes so it looks like he survived the shooting. And I just don't know what the hell. I mean, they're trying to make a positive statement like, yeah, we survived it. But I don't know, dog. It's just stupid, and you just expect people to know better.
Yeah. This is a level of cynicism that is just, it's insulting because you're really hitting people at a really, really soft spot with this stupid shit. And it's like a trifecta of stupidity because it's a hoodie, number one, recalling the imagery with Trayvon Martin. So that's it, number one. Number two, you put all of these schools' names on the hoodies, so they're different hoodies. But then the bullet holes. So what message are you really trying to communicate with this shit? You know what I'm saying? What are you trying to say? Nothing. Because when you combine those three things, you see what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing positive that comes out of that imagery.
Right.
It's just bad, So you also get the fucking Shut Up Stupid Award. That's a lot.
Yeah, and we got an honorary mention. JB, did you see H&M's latest ad with the young girls with the shovel messed up hair?
Nah, I didn't.
So this is how they released it. I'll say it to you this way so you get the idea of how it was presented to the social media.
Okay.
It was a picture of a young black girl in a H&M sweatshirt with her hair just totally undone.
Right.
And to me, I was like, it looks like they messed it up on purpose. And I don't know, do we blame the mother, the father, or do we blame H&M? But I'm not happy with her hair like that. And some people were going in like, they're not gonna do that girl hair, this. And I was like, well, I'm not gonna get married. I'm not gonna do a boycott. But I wish her hair would have been done. And I blame everybody, her mother, her father, and H&M. Why that girl hair ain't done? H&M's defense was, you guys didn't see all the pictures. We got white girls and Asian girls, everybody with their hair messed up. Because this is them coming home from school after they've been running around and playing all day, and it's a character shoot. And I'm like, yeah, okay.
But you started with the black girl, like let's not be dumb here.
Yeah, well, and they're saying that they put all the pieces on the same time, but black people went to the black girl, is what they're saying.
I don't buy that at all. That just smells like utter bullshit. Like, I'm sorry, that just fucking stinks.
At the end of the day, and social media got angry. They were on two different sides. One side was, how come her hair can't be natural? Why y'all get mad at her hair natural? Y'all mad, they can look bad just because it's natural? And I was like, you fucking idiot, shut the fuck up. Her hair wasn't natural. A natural hair is great. She had like a natural hair, but it was very, very short. And they put it in one of those little teeny Bailey ponytails where it ain't really a ponytail.
Right.
And it wasn't combed back and then it just looked like trash.
It was just raggedy.
Yeah. And I'm not assaulting the little girl. I'm not talking bad about the little girl. I'm talking about how the adults presented her in that magazine.
Yeah.
And then the fake woke community was like, y'all hate black people because you hate our hair. And all y'all niggas should be ashamed of yourself for being mad at her hair. Y'all fake black, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, man, shut the fuck up with that stupid shit. No, nobody hate her or hate her hair. It just looks like they admit it. They intentionally messed it up.
Yeah.
So when I look at intentionally messed up hair, I go, that looks intentionally messed up.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It looks bad. That's all it is.
Right. It looks bad. It looks bad. Like, what we gonna do?
Right.
You know what
that's all there is to it. It ain't. Well, and see, that's bad though. You know, like nobody wants to see, you know, our children out there looking like that, because that's not what it is.
The fake woke community, the folk also said, JB, just so you get an idea, said that it's black girls running around DC and Maryland and Georgia right now with their hair looking like that. And I'm just like, that's not the goal though. And when you're in a magazine and you're modeling, you want to put your best foot forward. And if it is a disheveled look you're going for, that still usually looks good.
Right. Right. You know, I can speak from personal experience. My daughter wears her hair natural all the time, you know, out and just out. But it's a look for her. You know what I'm saying? We've talked about that on many occasions.
Yeah.
And, you know, you always want your child to come out, go outside looking presentable. I think that's what every parent feels, at least every black parent I know of anyway. So to see that type of image is just, it's a little jarring, and it's you know, frankly, it just rubs people the wrong way. It would rub me the wrong way. You know.
Yeah, we're not boycotting H&M for this. We're not trying to get her taken away from her parents because of this. It's not that deep. But if I can look at it and say I don't like it, I can look at it and say I don't like it, and I would have preferred they done something different.
There it is.
It's just that simple.
There it is.
Let's see. Our legendary Nipsey Hustle Award. This was the Grind and Shine Award.
Indeed.
But after we lost Brother Nipsey, we started calling it the Nipsey Hustle Award.
Indeed.
And this goes to my favorite female basketball player in the WNBA. She is a leader of the Washington Mystics, my favorite team in the WNBA, who is in the semifinals, on her way to the finals for the second straight year, competing for the WNBA championship. Elena Della Donne, who won League MVP the other day.
Yes, sir.
And,
yes, sir.
We were talking about it the last couple of weeks, and she almost won it unanimously. Only one other person received 2 first place votes.
Wow.
She received every first place vote with the exception of 2.
So that's a landslide victory then.
Yeah,
She's
man.
clearly the best player in the league.
Clearly. And it's not often that one of my teams has the best player in the league.
You think they got a shot at winning these finals? Because you said they lost today, right?
Yeah, they were up 2-0 on Las Vegas, who I think is the second best team in the league. So if they get past Las Vegas, they'll play Connecticut.
Right.
Well, Connecticut's up 2-0 on their opponent. so they might lose and whatever. But if they win and they're the favorite, then we'll meet Connecticut, and I think we'll beat Connecticut's ass.
That's what's up.
We're healthy. We should have won the championship last year.
You mentioned that.
But Elena was injured going into the finals, and we couldn't pull it out.
Yeah.
But she's healthy, and we lost today, so we're up 2-1. One more win gets us to the WNBA finals.
There it is.
And shout out to the Mystics, shout out to DC, and shout out to Elena Della Donne, the MVP, her second MVP since she's been in the league. The sound effect. The crowd roars.
Yeah, people gonna be listening to this shit on the podcast and be like, what the fuck happened to their mics? What's going on? All this, what's all this? This nigga.
Well, girls do call me Captain Hook. That's your courage to
oh, Lord. Here we go.
Name kickback.
Here we go. Speaking of fantasies, y'all, our Netflix and chill segment, and this is going to be exciting. I'm excited to see this new. Sanaa Lathan has now been contracted to play Catwoman in the next DC Comics, DC Universe movie that's coming out. Now, it's unclear whether or not this is going to be a live action or an animated feature, so we'll get back to you guys on that once we have some more information. But I mean, her voice alone is sexy as hell. I'd love to see her in a cat suit personally. I would. So I'm really hoping it's live action. But it should be a lot of fun. She would be
if we got her, Halle Berry, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Eartha Kitt. That's what she's going up against as far as legacy. I think Eartha Kitt is the most legendary Catwoman.
Of course.
Michelle Pfeiffer did a decent job.
I thought
and
so.
I thought Halle did better than everybody else. I didn't think she did great or anything, but they panned that movie and they panned her performance. I thought she did okay.
Yeah, I thought she was a sexy ass Catwoman, but the movie was just such horrible trash. Like she did it, like she was sexy as shit in the movie, but that movie was just bad. There's not really much more I can say about that.
What's that? What is it? Kristen said that Sanaa doesn't have enough attitude to be Catwoman. She's an actress. I think she could pull it off. She's had some docile roles, but I would think that she could pull it off, and I think that she's sexy. See, Halle Berry to me is beautiful, and therefore you put her in the right outfit, she has sex appeal.
Right.
But she ain't sexy.
Right.
Like Rihanna is sexy.
Yeah.
Like when they look at a woman, you're like, I want to fuck the shit out of her. She's sexy. Like Rihanna's sexy, Halle Berry not sexy. Halle Berry's beautiful.
Yeah.
Sanaa is sexy.
I would agree with you on that. And to me, the Catwoman role was more about the quality of the voice, like the voice itself and the body language, the way that the women moved in the suit, that having that sort of Catwoman, swag.
Grace.
Exactly. I expect Sanaa to be able to have that in spades, to be perfectly honest.
If we didn't go with her, who do you think would be a good Catwoman?
Lord have mercy.
I think Riri could do it.
Oh, absolutely.
I would have picked Riri.
Absolutely.
You put Riri as Catwoman, good.
You put Riri as Catwoman. That turns this into a possible
movie.
Well, I mean, for some people might use it that way, but I think it ratchets that movie up from being potentially an animated whatever to being like a blockbuster. You know what I'm saying? Like Aquaman, Justice League type of movie.
Oh, they agree. Kristen said, "She make me on a Catwoman," and Jeremy said, "The Catwoman form." Yeah. So, JB, I'm gonna make a call and see what I can do about getting Rihanna this role. I'm gonna
make that call.
I'm gonna have to bring Sanaa on the podcast and give her a recurring host role. Taking this role.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, she can sit right here. Come on, Sanaa.
Yeah, right there. Yeah, that would be great. That would be great. Make that happen. That would be great. Speaking of making it happen, our lady Issa Rae. She plays Issa Rae on Insecure. Issa Rae on Insecure.
The creator, writer, and producer of the show Insecure on HBO. Also, Awkward Black Girl and a few other things. She is going to do a reimagination of Set It Off, which means she's going to redo the movie kind of with her vision. Set It Off was a movie, of course, where there were 4 black women that worked, jobs and was, money, the cleaning service, money wasn't right. They decided to rob a bank that one of the girls worked at.
Right.
And, it was crazy. It was crazy. It was some gangster black girl shit, black girl magic. And she wants to remake it. I'm not mad at it.
Should be fun. It'd be worth checking out.
I'll watch it.
Yeah, it should be worth checking out. It should be a lot of fun. If I can, for just a very brief minute, dude, because we are in our Netflix and chill segment. I watch a lot of YouTube videos and stuff. I wanted to dime out to our viewers, our listeners. I'm gonna geek out on y'all for a second because I found a really, really interesting YouTube documentary, a special. It is entitled "Did Jesus Die on the Cross?" Let me say that again.
Hold on, Joe.
Go ahead. You got a comment?
They're saying, do not remake Set It Off. Oh, the one lady said she didn't even like the first one.
Damn.
She likes Issa, but she doesn't like this. That's funny. Don't like remakes in general, but this should be different. I mean, it's a movie that I don't think a remake could do it hard. I don't think it's a cult classic. I think it's like a movie that we like. It's 4 black women in it. Who ain't gonna like that? But I would be interested because they have her, Rihanna, I don't know who, with a big black, who would play the Butch Queen Latifah role. But I think it would be cool. I just wanted to end with that.
No, that's cool.
I think it would be cool, and they can't see any other females playing them. We'll figure out. Y'all say who y'all think will play the 4 girls.
We'll update you guys once we get more information. But back to this
YouTube video, JB, that you watched. Break it down.
Okay, so it starts out with all of the what they call the apocryphal texts, meaning the texts that are not in the Bible that talk about Jesus's life and what he did and so on and so forth. And one of the things that is always noted about the apocryphal texts is they don't say that Jesus died on the cross. Some of them say that he was crucified. Others say that he went away somewhere, but they don't say that he died on the cross and then was raised from the dead. None of that. What they do say is that he was crucified. Now, one of the things that is also noted about Jesus and his crucifixion is that he supposedly died in a half or a third of the time it took the average person to die from crucifixion. It normally took anywhere from 12 hours to 2 days. Jesus died in 6 to 9 hours. So what they're saying is that they might have doped him because they do know that a Roman soldier gave him opium. They might have doped him so that he appeared to have died and taken him down off of the cross. There's also this remote monastery in the mountains in the Himalayas that has a Buddhist temple, and there is a prophet that lived there in the 1st century called Issa. And Issa started out there in his teen years, went there for training, left, came back 20 years later, and lived out the rest of his life there, healing the sick, giving sight to the blind, all of that stuff.
And for those that follow Islam, Isa, it means Messiah, and Isa is also the name that Muslims call Jesus by. So a lot of times they don't say Jesus, they say Isa.
Yeah, it's very, very interesting. It's not that long. It's about an hour and a half. But y'all should check it out because it's intriguing to look at. And it's intriguing to look at how Christianity evolved in its early stages. A lot of people think that Christianity and Catholicism are the same thing, were the same thing in the beginning. That is not true. That is not anywhere close to true. Catholicism actually came kind of late in the Christianity game, 300 years or so after the church officially started. So that's my geeking out segment.
Jeremy said, what's the name of it again?
The name is Did Jesus Die on the Cross?
And the story of people dying on the cross, it ranges from several different religions. Hare Krishna, a lot of different religions add people down on the cross to outdate Christianity. So the story, so a lot of times, like when I look at Christianity, I know the story of someone down on the cross is old. And so Jesus would be like the 80th person to die on the cross and then die and be reborn, 3 days later or whatever, how many days it was. So that story outdates Christianity. So a lot of people look at that particular story down on the cross and coming back to life as like they was like a sucker MC, they bit the story.
No question. And you look at
hold on.
Go ahead. Oh, I thought you were done. Go ahead.
And then look at that as like ultimately like why a lot of people don't believe in Christianity because the story was stolen from somewhere else. So the Jesus died on the cross. My take on that is I'm not sure. I wasn't there, but I'm pretty sure if he did die on the cross, he wasn't resurrected. I've never seen anybody resurrected before, so I don't believe in the resurrection. But I do want to see this documentary. It should be interesting. Just to get a different take on it, just to hear that particular angle.
Absolutely.
And it's on YouTube, right?
It is on. Excuse me. It is on YouTube. Yeah. Again, did Jesus die on the cross? You'll see. Bishops and scholars that are in the church, professors in the seminary now, and they'll say straight up, they'll look at the camera and say, "Do I believe Jesus died and was raised in 3 days? No, I do not." They straight up and down. So it's really, really interesting to get their take. That's it. So, geek out with me.
Yeah, that's your gangster geek mode. I'm gonna watch it though.
Yeah,
I am gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, what we're gonna do is all these little Larry Jones shit. You got we're gonna bring that shit up every week. So every show you gonna give us some documentary or some shit to watch.
Absolutely.
We're gonna educate our audience. We're gonna get off of just watching Insecure and football and Power, which was good by the way. I don't want to ruin it because some of y'all are gonna watch it until tonight. But JB gonna make sure we give you something that's to expand your mind and not just watch the mindless dribble.
I have dozens of them.
I will make sure that I give you some things on Pornhub to tune into. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, you go right ahead with that.
Let's be careful with Facebook. I'm gonna skip around a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I want to talk about this Facebook shit.
Absolutely.
I'm known for being on Facebook all day, all night. I love it. I do all the quizzes and which X-Man are you? Which Avenger would you be? How old are you gonna be when you get married? I do all those little quizzes and come to find out that's how Facebook is selling our private information.
Yes.
That's how people are getting it through those goddamn quizzes. Now I'll never know if I'm gonna be a millionaire in 1 year or a billionaire in 10 years. I won't know this anymore because I'm not doing the Facebook quizzes no more, JB.
Well,
so I'm just gonna figure it out.
Yeah, nobody is doing them Facebook joints anymore because Facebook has canceled thousands, they say tens of thousands of those little apps like that. Mm-hmm. So what they've done is just they've shit canned them. Like, okay, all this bullshit needs to just go away until we figure this shit out. So be careful if one of those pop up. I would just chill out and not fuck around with that shit. Yeah. But I mean, according to Facebook, they're going to be extremely hard to find anyway. So
good. So right. I won't be doing any more. Period. Regardless, I don't even know if I'm like a falcon or a tiger. I'm done with this shit. Right. I'm done.
Right.
New music Friday. As you know, we update the playlist on Spotify and Apple Music. A pod named Kickback Weekly, where we update it every single week, every single Friday with new music. A couple new songs that came out. I just want to hit you to. Artist I told you guys about a long time ago, The Baby, had a big record. He has a new song called Intro, where he talks about his father dying and him ascending to a new level in rap, but losing his father at the same time. Mm-hmm. He talks about him and his brother working together. Like, dog, I know you. I don't want you to look like you a leech, so let's start a business for you. So niggas can't talk shit. Let's teach our kids a different way. And this is, a nigga who's killed a couple people, in self-defense, mind you. But, he's supposed to be the done rap nigga that da-da-da-da, but he's on this new single with a message.
Yeah.
And I love the message. I love the song. I'm a big fan of the baby. I've been a fan, and I'm looking forward to the new album because if this song intro is the intro, then the whole album seems to be introspective. Yeah, and that'll be a little bit different. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
It should be a good listen, new. I'm actually still stuck on that Griselda jump. That's in that playlist, yeah. I've been rocking out to that shit all weekend, young.
Benny the Butcher, Conway the Machine, West Side Gun.
The Bama's from Buffalo, killing it out there, man.
And the Bills are 3-0.
Them Bama's from Buffalo, killing it out there. I said what I said. Yeah, you're absolutely right. But they got that gritty, like East Coast just flavor. But like you always say about them in particular, it's still current though. Yeah. So, I'm in there listening to the joint, like bopping my head like I used to when I was 13 and shit. Just loving that shit, young. I love their music, and I'm excited to see more from them as their career it seems to be getting a lot bigger now.
Yeah, Conway has a track called 5 to 50. The half of it. Benny the Butcher got a track called 5 to 50, and both of those songs are on the pod name Kickback Music playlist on Apple Music and Spotify. And if you're not hip to a lot of the music like Snow Allegra, Sir, a lot of the new R&B and rap that's out, you can get our playlist and it'll always be there. And it'll be updated every single Friday. Right. So check that out. Gangstar dropped a new song. You all know Guru from Gangstar passed away several years ago. DJ Premier, one of the biggest producers in hip-hop history, has been producing for other acts. And they're going to release a Gangstar album with unreleased vocals, of course, DJ Premier beats. Right. And the first single has J. Cole on it. Wow. And it's a good record. Okay. I didn't realize how much I missed Guru, the rapper for Gangstar that passed away, until I heard that song. Because he has such a distinct voice. Absolutely. So when you hear it, it's like, hey. Absolutely. Yeah, I definitely got to check that out. Man, I ain't heard no Guru shit in ever. It's been decades for me. It's been decades for me. But when he was out there, young, he was one of my favorite artists, man. He was doing that Jazzmatazz. Exactly. That's what I was about to mention. That Jazzmatazz Jones is one that I remember. I love that. So I'm excited to hear some stuff that, they were able to dig in the crates and find. I love to hear his voice again. That's really dope. And you guys, while we got you here, don't forget to like and subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, or on Spotify, or on Google. Go to YouTube, follow the YouTube channel. Everything is a pod named Kickback. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, a pod named Kickback. Like and subscribe or follow everywhere. Yep. Like dead ass. Like show us that love, that courtesy, and then we'll be in a position to bring you bigger and better shows. The more you like, follow, subscribe, retweet, repost, text it to a friend. Matter of fact, I'm gonna ask everybody to get one friend to listen to this week's show when it drops tomorrow. I will. I can do that. Everybody get one friend. Send it to one person. Get them to listen. And let's get the numbers have been great, and we're very, very happy. Great for everybody in the U.S., France, and now Germany. Bill Coleman. Haagen-Dazs. We're very. you know them German motherfuckers. Fuck around. Oh, that's true. That's a good point. 9mm. So just just a quick reminder: like, subscribe, share a pod named Kickback with your friends, your family, and your enemies. And before we get out of here, let's do a quick sports take. We talked about the Mystics. They're up 2-1. I believe Connecticut's up 2-1. Yeah. The winner of that, they both win, hold true to form. They'll meet in the finals, and the Mystics will win, and we're going to have a picnic and a celebration, goddammit. Yeah, I mean, that'll be another title for DC. I'm with that. The Cowboys are now 3-0. Let's just get this shit out of the way. Go ahead. We beat the Giants. Go ahead. Yeah. We beat the Redskins. Baby, come on, go ahead. And today we beat the Dolphins. Dak is looking like an MVP candidate. Even with he stumbled a little bit the last 2 weeks, but he still had great games. Zeke had a great game again today. The score got out of hand pretty, quickly. So our backup running back rushed for 100 yards.
Yeah, y'all had two running backs rush for 100 yards.
Yeah, hasn't happened since Emmitt Smith and Chris Warren.
Exactly.
Back in the early 90s.
Exactly. Y'all mollywopped the Dolphins today.
We put the paws on them. Put the paws on them.
New England is flying high despite AB's malfeasance, so they're rolling along. Excuse me. As we
Don't be a hater, Kristen.
The Bills are 3-0, surprising.
Griselda.
The Chiefs actually look really, really good today. They beat the brakes off the Ravens. Their defense,
the Ravens came back.
They did come back. They did make it. They did.
We watched the game in the first quarter. He was like, "Look at the Ravens. They put the balls and they beat them down. They muscle them around." I'm like, JB, just wait.
Yeah, he was right.
Just give it a minute.
He was right. And
Kansas City gonna show you something.
Yeah, you're right. I think the Ravens made it a little closer near the end, but it was kind of like, it was kind of over with at that point. Lamar,
Jeremy said the Chiefs are 3-0. Chiefs are 3-0, and they're looking good. I mean, Baltimore managed to come back,
yes,
and make it look like a competitive game. But the Chiefs dominated the second, third, and most of the fourth.
Yeah, it wasn't a competitive game in my opinion. Like I said, that their comeback kind of looked like garbage time to me. So whatever.
The Green Bay Packers are 3-0.
Yes, they're looking
good.
Mm-hmm.
The NFC East, the Cowboys, they run away with the division. The Redskins are 0-2 playing tomorrow night.
Yeah, they're playing the Bears
too,
which
so
is a tough.
0-3.
Yeah, that's a tough sell.
The Giants are 1-2 because they started the rookie Daniel Jones,
and he lit it up today.
2 passing touchdowns, 2 running touchdowns.
Yeah,
and they had a chance to Tampa Bay did a Hail Mary pass to about the 10-yard line. Evans caught it, and they brought in their rookie kicker to make the field goal that would have given them the win. And he missed it. A 34-yard field goal. An easy field goal. I can make a 34-yard field goal. And he missed it, and the Giants' bench exploded. So they're hyped, but they lost Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
This is going to affect both of us in fantasy.
It is.
We have them in different leagues.
That it hurt today, and it's going to hurt for a while until he comes back. I'm putting him on the. I ain't cutting him.
Oh hell no!
I'm gonna find somebody else, but I ain't cutting his ass though.
Oh, and the Saints did well.
Yes, they did.
The backup quarterbacks we were talking about earlier played well.
Yes.
Ben Roethlisberger left Pittsburgh.
Yep.
His backup played well.
Yes, he
Teddy
did.
Bridgewater in New Orleans played well.
Yes, he did.
Daniel Jones with the New York Giants played well.
Yes, Ryan Fitzpatrick
came in
for the Dolphins and did all right. Actually,
he played well.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of first-time starting QBs, a lot of backups that got starts today. All came on and played pretty well. It was pretty interesting to see.
Yeah. One other note was Kyler Murray ran well today, but the offense looked a little disjointed in terms of the passing game. So he threw a couple of picks today. I think that's just a rookie getting his feet wet, though. I think he's incredibly talented. He'll learn to see the field. I look at him this year like I looked at Lamar Jackson last year. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think Kyler just needs to learn how to see the field better.
You know? He's short. He's almost short height.
That don't mean shit. That don't mean shit. I played quarterback too. What?
Not in the NFL.
You goddamn right. I did not play in the NFL. Because we'd be sitting in a different room if I did.
Right. But we played a little at Harvard, and my Howard Bisons. I'm going to play your Harvard. What do you got? The Harvard what?
We are the Harvard Crimson.
So the Howard Bisons are going to play the Harvard Crimson on October 5th. We're going to get a bet. We're going to get a bet going, JB. Whoever lose got to come on the show and do something. We got to think of what it's going to be.
All right. We'll figure
There's
it out.
got to be something on the show so everybody can see it. Something silly. You know what I'm saying? Something goofy.
We'll figure that out.
We'll figure it out. But our two alma maters, Howard University, Harvard University, are playing each other in a couple of weeks. Before we get up out of here, anything else, Jimmy?
Aside from that horrible face mask I just saw, we watching the 8 o'clock game right now. But
the Browns Browns and the Rams.
Yeah. Aside from that, I'm good, man. This was a great show. A lot of fun, man. A lot of fun.
Hell yeah. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. I remind you one more time. Please
subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Indeed.
Follow us on all your social media, whatever you like. We're at A Pod Named Kickback on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube, on Spotify, on Apple Music, on Instagram, on MySpace, on Mahente.com, on BlackPlanet.com, on Christian Mingle, and on Blacks Against Trump. We are on all of those sites. A Pod Named Kickback.
It's a pod named Kickback. Good night and God bless y'all.
And some of y'all were asking, y'all talking about is sex now? No, we didn't even do a sex topic today.
There it is.
See, don't put us in a box. We talk about everything: politics, pop culture, world news, sports, music, sex, relationships.
Out of the box thinkers.
And Jesus on the cross. We talk about all that shit.
Yeah.
I'm the Righteous Ratchet. That's the Gangsta Geek. We'll catch y'all next week. Uno, we out. We need some theme music.